Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I present today to you Trial of the Sword, which is one of the DLC levels in this game. And yeah, it's basically you have to kill every enemy, but we're gonna talk about that as we go, I think. So yeah, any preparation is allowed because this is an IL. So I already can start with full hearts and full stamina, but basically all of my equipment will be taken away once I enter Trial of the Sword. So, but fortunately all of the potion effects still persist, so I'm gonna take a 30-minute attack up. So yeah, I would say I'll start. Actually, before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to the Breath of the Wild glitch hunting community, because it's not normal that you have these weapons in hand, and just to show off, because there are barely any glitches in Trial of the Sword, so I just thought it was funny. Flo, do you want to start the
Whenever you say.
Okay, as soon as I select the beginning trials, I say go. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, first off, you already saw he's a freaking cheater. He has full stamina, full hearts. Not even possible without cheats. Ain't alright?
Oh yeah, there was actually a glitch recently found that allows us to have both full hearts and full stamina by duplicating hearts. And yeah, this is the first room. And the good thing is that we also can upgrade our bombs. So they're stronger, so they actually kill all the bokoblins in one hit. And yeah, so that was the first room. That's easy. We can go on. So yeah, that's all the different floors, and every floor kill every enemies. And it's quite interesting what different strategies you have for killing all the enemies. So here I place 2 bombs, because there's this one annoying guy with the shield, and I don't really want to mess with his shield. So by putting the bomb there and then going on top and placing another bomb, I can basically hit him from behind with the other bomb. So yeah, and we're already in the first 2 rooms. Most rooms are pretty quick. And yeah, this room just has a bunch of jelly blobs. And they die in 1 arrow when they are lit on fire. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just hitting everyone with an arrow, and then I'm done. And I'm unequipping my bow here, because in the next room I want to pick up a much stronger bow. Because as I already said, all my equipment is taken away, so I can't use any of the weapons I collected in the normal game. So I just have to find all of my equipment here. And one cool concept of this game is that you can steal the weapons of the enemies. So as soon as you defeat an enemy, they drop their weapon and you can pick it up. Another cool thing is that I can use Stasis Plus, which basically freezes the enemies and I can hit them. These blue goblins can be pretty annoying. And there's also this technique called bullet time, where basically when you jump and are in the air... Oh god, I got hit there. Not a big deal. When you jump in the air and pull out the bow, the game slows down and you can aim much better. So that's what I used there. I don't need that. And we already have a better bow. And bows are actually pretty overpowered in this game. They deal a lot of damage with the arrows. So arrow management is really important. But also stuff like that, you can just, you always have to think about the environment. Because right there, I set the barrel on fire, so that it explodes, and basically it already killed all of the enemies, so that's pretty nice. It's pretty convenient. So, and this is the first, if you want to call it like that, boss. So, the structure of Trial of the Sword is you always have you always have a theme in each set of rooms. So this was like the beginning Hyrule Field theme. And in all of them you have a bunch of normal rooms where you have to feed normal animals.
Animals.
Yeah, animals. Kill the animals, by
Kill
the
your
way.
animals. Exactly.
And at the end you have a boss, a mini boss, like you saw there, a Talos. So, yeah, and this is the first restroom. So after all of the struggle, we finally get a restroom where we can get a bunch of arrows, maybe a fairy if you need it. I might pick some up in the later rooms because, yeah, it's very easy to lose hearts there. And dying is probably not good.
Probably.
One interesting thing to note here is I only hit them 3 times and then I stop. That's because I don't want to finish the combo, because if I would hit them a 4th time, I would actually throw them away a bit, and that would be pretty annoying, because then they're out of my range and yeah, just waste a bunch of time. Picking up an even stronger bow, it's quite nice, quite convenient. And off to the next room, where we have to fight some more annoying enemies. These Octoroks have a way too good AI, but fortunately... Oh, he saw me. It's not a big deal. Normally he should not see me, but... Not a big deal at all. So the good thing about this is that there aren't that many RNG factors. Like, some enemies have RNG patterns, but usually with the strats you can easily clear out every room pretty consistently. Also, this room is can be one of the most annoying rooms, because you need to sneak strike these Lizalfos, because they have way too much HP, and this one always wants to go in the water, but I don't want that, so I basically try to stop him while he's sliding down, and it worked, so I'm happy about that. That was kind of weird. The box broke after the cutscene. Interesting. So yeah, I'm collecting all the arrows I can. They can be quite handy. Sniping the goblins on the tower. Because this is the Lizalfos water theme area, however you want to call it. Oh, nice, I missed.
Should probably have some good sniping skills.
Yeah. This is one of the areas where I lose a lot of time most of the time, because it's just so easy to miss a shot and it costs a lot of time. So you need to readjust. But yeah. Also, the game wants you to take a boat, but you can just use Crayonas, which is way faster. Because the boat is really, really slow. Also, they can't swim. So yeah, just gonna throw them in the water, if they want, which they don't. Nice. What are you doing there? Okay, this didn't go as planned, but that's okay.
They need some swimming lessons.
Yeah. So here's a black moblin. Usually a pretty strong enemy, but if you just throw him in the water, it's not an enemy. Also, I'm throwing away my weapon right here, That's just because I want to get my hand empty to pick up the next weapon in the next room. So, because this is the final room of the beginner trials. So this is the boss, this is the Hinox. I can just shoot him in the eye. And then kill him with the Knight's Broadsword. He has in his own neck. Yes, I got it.
Nice.
Shoutouts to Puppet Master, who has the world record in this category and always does this. It's pretty fun. So yeah, those already beginner trials. I'm just running my way to the first sword. So there are actually 3 parts of this. The first, the beginner trials, the middle trials, and then the final trials. So yeah, after this, yeah, I'll probably just heal for safety, and then it's time for the middle trials. And yeah, also because some people keep asking why Wii U. I'm actually not sure if it's faster for Trial of the Sword. I think the loading zones inside the trial are the same. Maybe there's some seconds difference when you load outside, but the only real reason I'm using the Wii U version is because I have it and I don't have a Switch. So yeah, it's time for the middle trials.
First third done. Not really accurate, but...
So the theme of the start of the middle trials is the updrafts. And they are quite annoying. So the beginning is kind of like at the beginning trials. Just bombing some goblins to get their stuff. And then headshotting them. Yeah, headshotting actually deals twice as damage as a body shot. And I haven't mentioned that, but if you shoot an enemy that's on a watchtower or something like that with a bow, then it also has a much higher multiplier. I think it's like 10 or so. So I usually hit it 1 hit. Okay, so this room can be annoying if these wizards don't want to play nice. Okay, that worked. If you headshot them, they immediately drop down and die, but only if they are on screen. So if you don't look at them while they die, they survive for some reason. Nice. Okay, so that was a bow spin. That's if you pull out the bow and put away the weapon at the same time. It doesn't have any practical use here, it's just to show it off. But I think it's cool. And this also doesn't waste any time. So yeah, a lot of these trials are just sniping. Okay, so here's one of the factors that are really dependent on luck. So right there I got 6 ice arrows, which is basically all I need. And I got 10 bomb arrows, so that's really lucky.
Nice.
So you can get 2, 6 or 10 of ice and bomb arrows, and optimally you want 6. 10 is of course also nice, but 6 is basically all you need. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I was afraid that I get 2 ice arrows and 2 bomb arrows, which would really suck, because it's kind of cool to show off the how you can use them. Okay, nice, that worked. So if you parry these lasers, they one-shot the Guardian. And also I ducked right after I parried, which gets rid of the little animation that plays right after you do the parry. So saves a bit of time, just a tiny bit. But it's not really risky, because if you fail the parry, then yeah, you're screwed anyway. Doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, now with the first part. So now it's time for the dark part. Dark part of the middle trials. Oh, I forgot to get rid of my Sheikah sensor. It still points to fire keys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to fire keys.
Yeah. I was casually searching for fire keys wings. That's why I helped them. Because usually, even if it says any preparation is allowed, you can just do this on your casual file. Oh, nice. I missed. That's bad. No, actually that's okay. I still have enough. Because I got lucky. So yeah. Also right there. Using the environment to blow up the entire monster bastion, or however you want to call it. It's pretty nice. Okay, and since I got lucky with bomb arrows, I can just fire my bomb arrows right here. Kill all of them, which is quite nice. Kill this fire with rope. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to note about the bow I picked up in the restroom. That's actually a falcon bow, which has a higher range than the average bow, and also has it fires a lot quicker than the others. Oh, that's pretty nice. And it deals 20 damage, which is also quite nice. I'm pretty sure I have already enough arrows for the rest of the trials. Oh yeah. Right here we have another Hinox. So this time his legs are covered by some wooden protection, but yeah. You could just burn it. And then spin to win. Because two-handed weapons are quite overpowered in this game. With the spin attack, you can deal a lot of damage with one single weapon. Yeah, another restroom, but there's no reason to stop here. Nothing of interest. Just run through. And enter the final section of the middle trials. So this is the... I don't know what you would call it. Ancient section. It has a lot of guardians, little guardians that usually appear in Test of Strength. So yeah, that was the kiddie pool. Each of them dies in a single arrow, so that's nice. And also there's the property of weapons breaking, which deals a lot of damage. So let's use to one-shot this guy right here. And with 3 slashes, I can kill any of those. And I want the axe. I don't need the spear. Spears are quite useless in this game, honestly. At least if you really want to deal damage. First I want to kill the 4 on the tower. And then I want to wake up the one on that side. Because there's another one right here. And I want to kill both of them with a single spin. Nice. That worked out pretty well. Yeah, already it's almost the final room.
I don't even
now I have
know how many rooms there are.
I couldn't tell you the number either.
Okay, good to know.
I just know at some point
You
it's
know
ending.
the end room when you see it.
Yeah, that's it. Nice. Yeah, that went okay. These guys can troll you a lot if they shoot at you, if you are not prepared. Because usually you're battling them 1v1, but that was 2 versus me, so that's okay. And yeah, that's the final boss of the middle trials. Wow. Okay.
It's not nice.
It's not going well. Yeah, that's going pretty bad. I still have an ice arrow. That's okay. Okay, so usually I don't want to finish my combos because to lock him in his current phase, but that plan already failed. So now I'm just trying to deal as much damage as I can. Okay, that was close. He almost got me with the laser.
Almost.
Also, I try to manipulate him closer to the exit, because it usually takes around the same time to kill him every time, but if I'm closer to the exit, then of course it's much faster to run there. So yeah, that was pretty good. This fight was okay. A little break right here. Because the trials are back to back to back action, and here you can just run. To the next sword upgrade.
All right.
Yep.
The loading zones, the loading is terrible.
Yeah,
Takes forever.
takes quite some time. But it's okay. At least the loading inside Trial of the Sword is pretty quick. So I'm glad about that.
All right, then it's time for expert trials.
Yep. Time for the final trials. Final trials start with the Thunder section, where you have a lot of style enemies. It can be quite annoying, but on the other side they're not really hard enemies. And you can just, with one bomb, you can already cut them into pieces. So yeah. I said spears are quite useless, but this one is actually quite useful. Because you don't need to deal much damage. Because you kill, they have 1 HP anyway. But you need to knock the head off and kill that one separately. Yep. Almost forgot the bow.
Wow.
Wouldn't have been such a big deal, but still, it's better to take it. Yeah. Keys. There's one pretty... yeah, I hate them, but if you whistle, they come directly towards you, so you can just shoot them with an arrow much easier. Normally it really sucks to hit them, because they fly around so randomly. Okay, nice. I got the shield. The shield, I don't know. If I blow up everything, it usually shoots around, and I can never find it. But that was in a convenient spot, so I take it. Quite low on arrows, so I hope I can get some more here. These blobs die in one hit if they are charged, if you want to call it like that. And then they explode, but if you're using arrows, you're out of range anyway, so it's not a big deal. That was pretty bad aim, but it's okay. In this room you just have to headshot all of the moblins. Which is not a big deal at all. After the next room. The next room is also quite annoying because it has stall horses in it, and if you know the game, you know that horses suck.
Oh yeah.
And already some are already crashing into the tree. Nice. Also, I got on a horse.
Nice.
That was not really what I wanted, but well, okay. Yeah.
Well, they're already taking on themselves.
Yeah. Okay, that was a mess. But I survived, so I'm happy about that. And I got the Dragon Bone Vocal Bat, which is all I need. That's... oh shit. I'm really low on arrows. So yeah. Okay. I'm not killing this one with arrows. I'd rather save my arrows a bit. Yeah, my luck with the arrows are pretty bad here, but it should be fine. I can get some in the next room. Yeah. Yeah, that was not smart.
Well,
I forgot to equip the bow.
Yeah, worked perfectly.
This Star Nox, the Star version of the High Nox, works pretty much the same. You just need to hit the eye. You get stunned. Tries to hit me, but fails. Okay, that one broke. That's cool. And he carries a lot of overpowered weapons, and I want to catch all of them.
Nice.
If you forget one of them, the run is over. If you forget the Frostbite, the run is definitely over. But yeah, gathering all of them for safety. And this room has the most important chests in the entire game, because without this one I would kind of instantly die in the next room, because the next room is the Volcano region. So yeah. And also, since this is the final trials, I'm actually taking a bit safer. Actually gonna cook 2 hearty meals. I probably won't need them, but better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't take that long. Should still be underestimated. And yeah, with that, going on to the hot part. Okay, so usually I would throw my weapon at this guy, but since that one already broke, I'm not throwing away my good weapon. Instead, I can bomb every one of them. And since this guy really wants to suck in my bombs, yeah, have it. Oh no, my bow is burning. I hope it doesn't break. Oh no, it broke, run over. No, actually not. So in this room, I once again get some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a really annoying room.
Yeah. Especially because They're actually unpredictable when they will fire. But, yep. So... okay.
Damn.
He got me. It's not a big deal. But yeah, all of the frost enemies die in one hit from any fire damage, and all of the fire enemies die in one hit from the frost damage. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, do I have time for a quick donation?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we got $5 from Anonymous saying, trial swords in underpants, go for it, Naked Link. Oof, so loot, don't stop.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't do this part in underpants. But I can take them off after this part, okay? A bit of fan service, right? So yeah, I mean, there was nothing really happening here. Just headshotting the moblin. Actually, I shocked the wizrobe. Usually I headshot it, but shock works as well. Because then I can... so it doesn't teleport away. And I can conveniently hit it with my Great Frostblade. And it's over. Yeah. Fun fact, Magnesis is really useless in this. It's pretty much the only room where it's actually useful, but in this room it's very useful, because we have this big chest.
Just
Also, you might have noticed I'm using motion controls, because they're quite convenient, and also faster to aim. And dead. He opened this room. I also picked up the ancient arrows, because... yeah, I picked them up. But they're pretty convenient. Nice. Go to the next trials. And yeah, this is the boss of the volcano section. These guys are weak to iron sledgehammers. They deal 4 times the amount of damage they would do normally. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, I'm actually taking that one. And I can kind of freeze him with my Great Frostblade at the start. But when he fully stands up, he ignites again. So I'm just taking the damage boost.
Alright, time to take off those pants.
Yep. For the fans. Ah, nice. Didn't want to pick that out. Yep, and now we're on the cold region. And the good thing about the cold region is that I can just equip a fire weapon and I don't get cold damage anymore, so that's nice. Nice. I did that to myself. That was not planned ahead, but that's okay. Headshots will work. Last one missed. That's okay. Yeah, and I have enough fire arrows. That's good. So the same that the Frostblade did to the fire Lizarphos, 2 fire arrows to the ice Lizarphos, yep. 1 hit KO. Also want to melt this ice block because it has some ancient arrows, which are quite nice to have.
Yeah, the ancient arrows are quite useful in the late rooms.
Yep. Well, you see in a second. Because usually this moblin can be a huge issue, but one ancient arrow, and yeah, rip that. But the thing with ancient arrows is there are only 9 in the final trials. So yeah, we're quite limited on that resource. Also, can you please climb up? Thank you. I'm using a fire arrow on the moblin just to kind of stun him. Because usually he would grab the bomb barrel, which is right there. And that deals a lot of damage, and I don't really want that. So yeah, that's why I kill him, why I stun him. Okay, I got hit there. It's not a big deal. Ah.
They're really persistent.
Yeah, I usually use shock arrows, but I tried to be more fancy this time. I won't wait, okay. Yeah, this is... So I guess this is the boss. The snow area. Actually not. I lied, but... This is the Frost Talus. Unlike the Igneo Talus, which we saw earlier, I can't actually stun this one before it comes out. Also, the music kind of glitches and starts again right now. Also, I haven't mentioned double hits. So if you spin and the object you hit is kind of behind you, then you actually deal double hits, which is really useful. Also, the next room is the hardest room in the entire trial, so I hope I don't screw this up, because it's the Lionel, the hardest enemy in the game. Well, yeah, I lied. Ancient arrows are overpowered, by the way.
He came, he saw, he vanished.
Pretty much. Okay, and since kinda low on health, I'm taking the fairies. Why not? They're not flying in a bad pattern. Okay, and we're entering the final part, final trials. Okay, this is legit the hardest room of the game, actually. Because there are a lot of parries, and parries are really precise. This is also why I take out this guy with the weapon instead of parrying him. So I save one parry and I have the durability anyway. Okay. Yep, glad I had the parry.
Damn.
That's actually okay. I have enough durability to kill all of them without actually parrying. But I just want to do it with this. I can still try to parry this one. Okay, that worked. I'm always scared, but that should work out fine. Okay. Also, I'm trying to manipulate the timers. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not bothering with that. If you have ever tried to parry in this game yourself, you know, it's quite precise.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to take a risk, because the thing is, if you die in one trial, you have to start over from the beginning of that trial, so I'd rather not do that. So that's why I want to go safe here. And I have more durability than needed anyway. So yeah, I'm just using that one. Kill him. Yeah, that lost a bit of time, but that's okay. So yeah, most of this is now just Guardian sniping with ancient arrows. Okay, he noticed me early, but that's kind of luck when he actually notices you. If he notices you late, then you just have to run a little bit more, which is annoying. Yeah, actually made it to the platform. Nice. Yeah, Stasis Plus to just keep them in place and that you can really hit the eye. That's really nice. Same game again here. The next room is actually interesting because I want to use this meteor rod to create some updrafts, in which I can go into bullet time and then snipe all of the guardians. Because there are actually 3 guardians in this trial. Yep. Create an updraft, ride it, snipe this one. Sometimes this guy notices me, but most of the time he doesn't, so yeah. There's that. I'd rather not get hit by that. Yeah, then I ride this updraft and try to snipe him. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, we're actually approaching the last trial of the game. Unfortunately, it's over. So yeah, there's a white Lionel in this one, but yeah. You already know that Lionels aren't the problem here. And these goblins are actually more of a problem, to be honest. Nice. I wasn't sure when this guy was shooting, so I was just running a bit away. You can actually get them in one spin, but it also kind of depends on how the movement is. And yeah, use the last ancient arrow to snipe this guy, and that's it. That was everything in Trials of the Sword, and now I can just run my way to victory, and then I'm done. And as soon as I touch the sword, you can press that next button.
Alright, I was about to ask.
Yep. So after, when you're already on PV pace here, you can pretty much just run and know you get it. You can still fall down.
Yeah,
and I have done that before.
You rather don't want to fall down here.
Yeah, especially also I'm using a technique called whistle sprinting where I press the whistle button and then mash B to go faster. So yeah, time. We got the cool sword. Monster Parlas. So yeah, some quick shoutouts to the Breath of the Wild community. Super nice game to run, and especially Master Sword category is really underappreciated. Also, you might have noticed that there's this category is called No Out of Bounds. There's actually an out of bounds trick that allows us to skip basically all of the trials. So just to show all of it off, I was not using it this time. So yeah, that was it for me. So yeah, have fun with the marathon.
That was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild by Lepelog on Wii U. Thank you so much for your run, that was great, wasn't it? Hey, hype, come on, I can't hear you. Woo! Nice. We actually have 2 The Legend of Zelda games in a row. The next one is